D-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to Barlow's Corner, Trey X, and the whole block fam. All right, so you have those that every time Luis Ortiz's name comes up as an opponent for anyone, I mean, if it's for Anthony Joshua, if it's for Dillian Whyte, if it's for Gerald Miller, I mean, anybody, Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz, you name it. If Luis Ortiz's name comes up, first thing they start saying is he's done. He's lost two. He had 2 title shots, got KO'd against Wilder. He's 40 years old. He's an old fighter. This, the other. He just needs to retire. And things of that nature is what they're saying. But the irony in that is these are the same fans who have no problem with Dillian Whyte or Anthony Joshua or Andy Ruiz, for that matter, fighting Povetkin, who is just as old as Luis Ortiz, who was in the amateurs at the same time as Luis Ortiz. I don't understand. You know, and it's like, it's time for Ortiz to retire, but yet no one's calling for Kubrat Pulev to retire. No one's calling for Chagaev to retire. No one's calling for Povetkin to retire. You know, these guys are all holdovers from the Klitschko era. I mean, even when you talk about guys like Pianetta, guys like what's the other guy's name? Marius Wach, the guy Dillian Whyte just fought. All of these guys were around in the Klitschko era. Klitschko actually fought some of these guys and beat them. They're almost as old as, they're only a couple years younger than him. All right, but then you got all of these guys still fight. No one clamors for them to retire. No one complains if one of the fighters they support are fighting one of these guys. But when they're fighting, if one of those guys are talking about fighting Luis Ortiz, or Luis Ortiz's name is mentioned, Ortiz is old, past it, needs to retire. You know, that's insane. You know, it's just, you don't want to see these guys in with Ortiz because Ortiz has a very, very good chance of beating them. But you don't mind them fighting these other guys. Not to say that any of these other guys couldn't get a win, but it's like, why is Ortiz always treated differently? Why is every time his name comes up, it's, oh, no, that guy, he get him out of here. Why is that always the attitude when it comes to Luis Ortiz? You know, even when the guy Dillian Whyte fought some time ago, what was that guy's name? The former WBA regular champion. I forgot his name, but that guy is actually 40 years old as well. Man, I wish his name escapes me. But anyway, Lucas Browne. Lucas Browne is just as old as Luis Ortiz, in horrible shape, looks older, looks like he's older than Luis Ortiz, but nobody ever says anything about it. That's one of Dillian Whyte's biggest wins, but the guy never really done anything in the sport. You know, getting that regular title, I don't really consider those regular titles any kind of accomplishment. That's why I say the same thing about Povetkin. Povetkin's never been a champion either, and that's supposedly the knock on on Luis Ortiz. Well, he's never held a title. Well, at least he's fought for a title twice. That's more than you can say for some of these guys. So I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to shed light on that. I wonder why things are different. I personally know, in my opinion, I feel like it's because Luis Ortiz is a greater risk. They don't want to see Luis Ortiz shine. They rather he just retire off the back of that second Wilder loss and go away. They do not want to see their guys in there against Luis Ortiz because they know Luis Ortiz is a tough out for any and everyone in the heavyweight division. Hell, he's a tough out for Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder stopped him 2 times. So, like I said, I've said this time and time again. If you guys want Luis Ortiz to go away, if you want to say he's irrelevant, want to say he's done, I'm going to need to see somebody not named Deontay Wilder beat Luis Ortiz and put him out the pasture. That's all I got to say on the subject. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.